Welcome again to Eliminatio Domination, and today we will be sharing some classic clips of water polo and horse racing. So we thank you for joining us. Just kidding, guys. This is Eliminatio here. We're going to get into some Blackout from Black Ops 4. So we've got some more clips. We're going to kind of describe to you some different things that terminology for instance, that some people might use when they do something to somebody in Blackout. So I'm just going to show you a little bit of that, and we'll just go ahead and get started because this is going to be fun. So when you're trying to run from somebody in your car and you seem to be lost, the best way to do it is dance. Flip, flip, flip until nobody can get a stinking lock on you anymore. A pretty good technique and fun. Here's an interesting one. If you have ever heard the term Batmaning, or you just Batman that person, this clip is going to be an explanation of what that means. So here we are with my friend Carnage 420 and we're trying to take out a duo. Well, they make some critical mistakes, such as this guy right here. So here I am sitting in this room. My friend has just been killed. I'm trying to stay alive. Well, I know this guy's out here waiting for me. I am in a severely deteriorated condition, so I'm trying to ready myself up. So I've got to heal myself, as you can see I'm doing. And here he's setting up all sorts of mesh mines out there. So he's getting ready for my exodus. He thinks the only way I'm going to go is behind me because the storm is going to collapse this way.
Further collapse expected.
So I'm tacking out my weapon, getting ready, and wouldn't you know it, he had some grapples. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to Batman him. And here's what that means. Prepare. Oh, he thought he had me there, didn't he? Well, I zipped out of the way. And I can hear him coming after me, so I'm going to zip one more time, get away from him again. Just barely did some damage. So now I'm trying to stay off the radar. I'm trying to misdirect him on where I went. He thinks I went more off to the left there. And I can hear him running around over there. So I kind of heal up, get in a hidden position. And the gun that I've got, I should have been able to do this. He is aiming, puts a grenade, and he's dead.
Get to safety.
That, my friends, is Batmaning. Oh, and here's another one. Another tip for you. You got to be careful when you decide to lay down. All right? If you're laying down in a place where there's a sniper up on a hill, probably not a good idea. So this is an example of that. This is me, of course, shooting here. And I just happened to see somebody walking that way. I didn't realize he decided to lay down. So me and my friends just decided to take him out. He's dead, just like that. And again, another tip here is run, run, run. After you've made a successful sniper kill, you might want to get out of the area so you don't attract unwanted visitors. So there's another free tidbit. Here's one now. I call it crush. Basically, it is holding your own, using superior firepower and tactics to crush your enemies. So we've got several. I mean, this is a hot area right here. I mean, there are several teams that me and my friend here, Carnage 420 TV, are going after, trying to wipe off the face of the earth. We're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place right now, and if you'll see it in just a second here. So somebody comes in, starts shooting my friend. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to kill him before my friend was killed completely. But the good news is there's no more of his team. So, you know, I just load up on crap.
Supply drop inbound.
Now, I know somebody's here trying to shoot me, so I gotta get out of the way. So, there's a little something we call Figma Trophy. Figma Trophy is what animals that like to have three sides touching some object at all times. For instance, you have cockroaches and you have bedbugs. Those are thigmotrophic. They like to have three sides touching something at all times. That's what I was doing there, trying to protect myself. And here we go, another guy. So taking him down. His friends probably have ticked off at me, or his friend. I think at this point we're only playing duos here. Here's a little trick. A lot of people know this one, but very few people expect it. So here I am up on top of the door, waiting for somebody. Now, if I would have just been tapping the trigger, it would have been a lot faster to take this guy down, and I wouldn't have wasted nearly as many shots, but there we go. Taking down the rest of the way. Now his friend's ticked off, so I got all sorts of people mad at me right now. Now I can hear, because I've got a good headset, I can hear people coming. So that was the one guy's friend. So now I'm waiting for this guy. Oh, before I could even reload, I'm dead. So, but I was definitely holding down my own. Now here's another one. It's called Outlast. This is a technique that we used. So we were inside the dam. We chose a spot that was just going to collapse, just barely in the circle. And we decided to stock up on some supplies to help heal ourselves. And we just barely made it. The other people died just before we did. And that's another way you can win a game, is by outlasting people in a spot where they don't expect you to be. So at the end, in the storm. So there's another one for you.
Mission time clock is
This one's called Okey Doke. It's a technique. This is, sometimes people say, oh man, you just okey doke them so hard. Well, what that means is you kind of did a Batman, except it was without grapples. You were sticking to the shadows, tricking people, and killing them off and things like that. So, as you can see, there's somebody else who's already landing on top of me. And I can hear there's two guys, so I gotta hurry up and get out of here. Don't have a lot of time to double back if I miss something. So here I am grabbing as much crap as I can, trying to make it look like I wasn't really in this room. And this is important. I'm sneaking right now. I'm trying to make it so they can't hear me, but I can hear them. Now I can hear him running around the outside there. I think he's looking on the outside of the fence, trying to find me. Having failed that, he goes back the other direction, starts going through some of the other houses. You gotta remember there's two people out here that have landed on top of me. He's running to that house right there, but there's not really a good opportunity to take him down. And then also you'll notice as I'm kind of moving around right here, up above there's a guy running. You see him up there, up on that hill? Keeps running back and forth.
Potential collapse detected.
He's trying to give his friend some bird's eye view on the situation, trying to find me. So, because that's not working, he decides to probably come a little bit closer to this little area we're at. So now it's been kind of quiet for a second. Looks like everybody has stopped watching. Looks like that other guy up there has either come down or he's gone over the other side or some other such. And so it looks like it might be safe, at least to do some movement. So here I go, I'm running. I don't care if it draws some attention. And listening. I hear him over there. So I'm just going to fire off a couple of shots. This sets up the Okey Doke. Alright? I'm just trying to get him and his attention to start coming over here, trying to get ticked off and come after me, right? So I'm hiding now in the general vicinity where the shots came from, and I'm expecting him to come this way. Now this sometimes works and sometimes it doesn't, and I'll explain why in just a second here. Now, but I'm listening for him, trying to figure out where he's coming from. Now, as you can tell, I can hear two people, and they kind of split up in a second. You hear him to the left there, running around. So he's right over here. I can hear it. So I decided to freak him out a little bit. As soon as I freaked him out, he decided to run. He didn't know where I was coming from. Now I know his friend's coming after I've shot him down, so I'm waiting for the perfect opportunity. Now you never know. He could jump over that fence looking for me. So you got to be careful. This Okey Doke can backfire.
Circle collapse imminent. So
get to safety. He's trying to keep an obtuse pattern, trying to keep me off guard. And but after this, it's too late for him. And that is called the Okey Doke. You just kind of throw him off guard, hide, and kill him one at a time. That's the Okey Doke. Now, kind of in the same general area out here, I was one day, had kind of an inferior weapon for distance. As I see the guys up on the hill, so I feel a little bit more freedom to kind of move because he can't see me. He's going up into the silo up there. And now he sees me. I think he can see me because he pauses to aim. And keep shooting me. I'm shooting him. And I'm using this little tiny gun, this SOG, to just roast him from distance. Now, right here, I'm setting up another maneuver here, shooting over his head. And just trying to quietly move. Make sure you're low. And even with inferior positioning and inferior technology, I won the game with a gun that's not really all that good for for longer range applications. So that actually worked out pretty good that time. Sometimes it really doesn't. Alright, so don't get me wrong, but I love Okey Dokes, and you know I have a lot of favorites, but this may be my most favorite Okey Doke moment, I should say, that I have ever had. End of game. And here I am setting it up. So I'm opening the door, but not actually going in, because I know there's somebody over there. I can hear him running. I'm keeping as much between me and him as possible to make sure he doesn't know I'm there. So I'm moving around. So I move up to the rock here. Try and put more space between me and him. And I hear the other guy. So here I am, shooting. Oh, that was so much fun. No scope on that one, add scope on that one, boom. So, kind of an Okey Doke, but it was two different people from two different teams, so, I mean, it was just a satisfying moment is all it really was. Just a satisfying moment. Here's another one that you might want to note down. If you get really good at sniping, and you don't really need a sniper scope, you can be ridiculously deadly. Let's just put it that way. I've tried to up my sniping game as much as possible. And you're going to see me here pull off something that I shouldn't have been able to. I got somebody here who's got a paladin fully tacked out, and I've got a paladin with a 3x scope. And here we see a guy there. Pow! Dead instantly. You see how I lined that up? That was great. So, you gotta watch out for them people who are good snipers, because you just stand out of your car, boom, you're dead. So, here we are being rushed down a tower up on the boat. Now, we're trying to keep people from destroying me and my friend here.
Net call. Supply drop incoming.
And trying to find where they're coming up at. They're being pretty sneaky, about as sneaky as I am sometimes. So, I'm trying to find them, trying to get them, trying to find what's going on here. Ah, and there he is shooting my friend who's over to my left, so I'm running over.
It's just you and me. Fight for the win.
And there we go. He's laying down. And you see his friend's up above me right now. Very top of the tower. Captain's cabin, whatever you want to call this right here. Command deck. Looking for me, can't find me. So he's going to jump down. He's going to try and help his friends. So I'm just going to go around nonchalantly. I see his friend's already dead. Big mistake that he made right here, running past me. I'm a close range king. You do not want to go against him in close range. Now he's got a friend that's coming up right behind him. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to die. Mom won't take me with me, boy. That had to be frustrating for him to see that happen on that cam. My friend was like, whoa, are you kidding me? You just did that? Yeah, I did. So there's that for you. Place number 3 in that game. That was a satisfying moment, killing him as I fell to my own death. You know? He probably did not expect that. Pretty much guarantee he didn't expect that. Here's another one I call a tactical mount. So before we were able to zip up to these things with the zip lines, we did stuff like this to minimize the amount of time in the storm and keep... Woo, that was a close call right there, you see that? And keep our helicopter. You know, because if you keep the helicopter in the storm too long, it's bad stuff for you.